All right, welcome to the New York State Police exhibit. If you haven't seen the URT Scuba exhibit yet, or the Canine Show, you should. They're fantastic. But if you have seen them, keep your expectations low, because we don't have puppies. I can't swim. We can't compete with puppies, ladies and gentlemen. All right, without further ado, your MC for this event, Tech Sergeant Cole Sheepak.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to day 3 of the Great New York State Fair. This is show 2 for us today. New MC, new safety man, new DJ, new crew on the ropes, new show. Let's go. Hey, DJ Jazzy Jeff, Wickety Wick, second window from the top. What do we got for us today? All right, baby, let's light that candle, bring your view all the way to the top. Let's bring down the balls. Let's go. All right, 50 smooth to the rooftop. Who do we got on the left, though? We got my main man from the North Central team, Rob, with the arm cannon. Touchdown. All right, back up to the top. Our next main man, we got Mike, the Mean Machine Marine. Well on. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are the New York State Police Special Operations Response Team. Whew, a mouthful. What does that mean? We call ourselves SORT for short. What does that really mean? We're a full-time SWAT team. Go all the way back to 2007. That's when we went full-time. Further back to 1980. That's when we started as a team. That gives us 45 years now with the state police. 18-ish of those years full-time. We're broken up into 5 ways across the state. We call those our 5 regional teams. 8 to 10 to 12 person per team, mutually supporting each other, and then of course mutually supporting the state of New York and all you. Without further ado, let's get to the next 2. Bring them on down all the way to the top. Let's go. All right, that's 2. Sometimes 2 is 1, 1 is none. Just in case we got a 1. What do we got? We got on the left of the roof. We got Big Ben. I eat my green beans. Man Warren. Safe. All right, ladies and gentlemen, while I go ahead and stop for time, because obviously I'm missing a 4th operator, full disclosure, some of us are actually scared of heights. With that being said, I've already got 1 of those down, and I'm suspect got the 2nd one that I have here today that's also scared of heights. We may be on an unknown location at this point in time. While you all help me locate that individual, let me talk a little bit more about what we do. We are a team that is designed for hostage rescue and counterterrorism. That's what we train on a day-to-day, week-to-week basis. But what we find ourselves doing operationally, the most of is high-risk felony warrants, search warrants, and barricaded subjects. In fact, we had one this morning, early morning, woke up, went to that, finished that, came here. Welcome, we made it. With that being said, all right, we got 1. With that being said, let's find this guy. Where is our 4th operator, as we so like to call them? Donnie. All right, man. You're supposed to rappel in. Big intro music. I mean, we'd have like smoke and mirrors and explosives if we could, but they'd always tell us no. Yeah, that's high. So that's why I said, hey man, roof. What's wrong with the roof? It's like half the distance, 30, 35 feet. It is still pretty high. It's enough to really hurt you. All right. Let's get into crisis negotiator mode here. All right, you got the hand on that rope. That's great. Hands are great on that rope, but better yet, let's put this friction device on that rope. So go ahead and pull that rope to yourselves, back off that ledge just ever so slightly, and take that rope and go ahead and click it into your friction device. All right, folks, if you've seen, we have these shiny things, sometimes black, sometimes gray or silver, on the front of our rappel harnesses. What that is it's called a figure 8 in this essence, but what it is a friction device. All it does is put a various loops and twists and folds in that rope, and as it does that, it creates friction, slowing our descent. When we want to decrease the friction, we open up our hand out to the side. It changes the dynamic of that rope. When we want to increase it, we put that hand to the rear. increases friction and slows or stops our descent. You'll see another hand above us. That's called our guide hand. Doesn't do much, doesn't even need much grip. All it does is keep our head up and our feet down, so when we eventually come plummeting to the earth, we hit it with our feet first and not our heads. Now, we can change that up, and we may show you later how we do that. But at this moment, let's get Donnie off that roof. Donnie, you ready? We're not using the ladder, man. All right, folks. He's got a fear of heights, but that's fine. Hey, Donnie, all right, ready? Let's get back on that horse, but a bigger horse, right? So what I'm gonna have you do is when I tell you to, just take a few steps back, and then go ahead, let go of all that rope. Go against everything I've ever taught you, and just jettison yourself, Superman style, just like the nice 2025 movie that just dropped, right out into the air and go flying towards the earth.
Man, I'm gonna hit the earth.
Well, that's good. You won't hit the earth because we always keep a backup here, and that backup, instead of your brake hand, is our main man, Volpe. He never lets go of those ropes. Yo, roll. That's your only job, dude. You gotta help her. All right, my main man, Matt Volpe right here, he is not being rude to the crowd, just showing you his ample traps and lats and really hitting the gym good, looking good. But with that being said, he never lets go of the ropes, except for in this case right now at the 4 o'clock show, he decided I'm pretty much checked out and quit. So, what'd you do? You gotta help her? She got it. All right, let me go talk to her then. Excuse me, man, what's your name? Ophelia? Fantastic. You're holding on to that rope? Okay. You can't let go. All right, because my boy, his actual name's Luke. You can call him Lucas, Donnie, Donworth. It's not a cool nickname, but anyways, he's gonna jump off that roof. He's gonna come flying to the earth. And he's either gonna hit the ground or you're gonna pull on the rope and it's gonna stop him before he hits the ground. One way or the other, he's gonna stop. And that's what we're looking for, right? How old are you? 8.5? Perfect, because 8-year-olds actually can't do this, but 8.5-year-olds can. So all you gotta do again is not let go of that rope. Got it? All right. Oh, don't let go of the rope. You may have failed the first test, but that's okay. I trust you. 8.5. That's true. That is accurate. He didn't jump yet, but he's going to in a minute because I'm going to tell him to. And then when that happens, you gotta let go of that rope. You gotta just hold on tight, okay? Maybe give it a little tug or something. All right, cool. Hey, Donnie, 8.5-year-old Ophelia. Donnie, you look so silly holding on to that. Come on, man. All right, so listen, Ophelia's got the rope. She's squared away. She is now a certified 8.5-year-old belayman. Okay? She's the perfect safety we need here. Okay, all right, what do we got? 2 is 1, 1 is none. Volpe, listen, they just promoted me to sergeant. You're still the rank of trooper. I'm gonna get demoted. You're gonna get fired. Why don't you hold on to that rope? All right, 2 is 1, 1 is none, folks. We're gonna have 2 on the rope. Got that, Ophelia? Good?
Taylor.
Check. Volpe, he's back. All right, Donnie, we got it. Let's, DJ Jazzy Wicks, cue the intro music. A little crowd interaction. This is Lucas. I hate your father. Donworth. 1, 2, 3, send it. Let go, Donnie. You gotta let go. You made it. You made it. I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty nervous. I think I'm the only person on this team that's nervous for Donnie jumping off this. If you see, he's actually got some bandages already because he's so scared of doing that he tries to grab the rope after he jumps and he just burns his arms. But he's working through it. By day 13, I guarantee any of those fears are gonna be gone. All right, let's push it all the way back up to the top. We talked about that guide hand, brake hand, where it should be. Let's see if we can switch it up though a little bit for the next set of guys. All the way back to the top of the tower, we got Maverick and Goose. All right, Maverick and Goose are coming off that tower. They're looking at that MiG-28, pulling a negative 4G through the clouds. And I asked them, how do you know that MiG-28 can do a negative 4G dive through those clouds? And they said, because I was inverted. While they're inverted, they're going and keeping up with those international relations as always. And once those relations have broken down, they're gonna go ahead and re-invert. And RTV, return to base, boys, mission complete. All right, success. Working on that one still. All right, so we talked about a little about what we do. We do enjoy our hostage rescue, our counterterrorism, our CQB, our breaching, our vehicle interdiction, our hazmat interactions, vehicle interdiction. There's a long laundry list of stuff we do. With that being said, though, we have the technology and the capability to be pushed out into the woods in austere locations, not just in tactical situations, but in non-tactical, which would be search and rescue. A lot of that turns into our high-angle rappel and some rope rescue. We can do that from foot, or we can be driven, or we can fly. And all those assets can get us to where we need to be to find individuals that are lost or need to be recovered somewhere in the vast expanse which is New York State. If you don't know, the Adirondacks is actually the largest geographic national park per se in the entire continental United States. Not in height, but in width, right? Left to right. So with that being said, we're gonna roll you a little tape now and show you some of the training that my guys go through in their 6-month-long school. They spend 3 weeks total. We do a ground week, which includes the towers. They spend 1 week entirely on a tower out in the city of Buffalo, 5-story tower. Everything you're seeing here today, we teach them in 5 days. We don't expect them to be masters at that. But then we graduate them to Letchworth State Park, where we start doing our true rope rescue out in the wooded areas. In 400, 500, or 600-foot cliff faces. If you've never been to Letchworth State Park, it's absolutely amazing. Grand Canyon of the East. From there, we push the 3rd week of that training phase into aviation. So everything that they're doing off this tower and in the wooded cliff areas, they do off of a helicopter. That includes hoist, rappel, and some fast thrust interactions. With all that being said, that's only 3 weeks of our 6-month school. Once those individuals have graduated that, they get to be the new rookie on the team. And sometimes they could be the new rookie for 1 to 2 years, depending on the next time we actually cycle through another school. With that being said, we are not ever typically the primary for search and rescue. We tend to be supporting the beautiful New York State Park or Forest Rangers behind us. Hey man, you lost? Okay, get after it. All right, folks, looks like we may have a lost hiker here today. I would suggest he may not only be lost, but due to his attire, he may be having some heat stroke issues. But he's going to go ahead and summit the beautiful peak here with K9, Mountain K9 here. He did it. You did it. Congratulations, guy. Are you okay? He oddly looks like he's from some version of a Rudolph movie. He's struggling to come down. Oh, okay. He was throwing those at me. Oh, he's down hard. Goodness gracious. Oh, he may be injured. Oh my God. Do we have any medics here? Any medics in the state police exhibit area? Do we have a medic? DJ Jazzy Wicks, you're qualified, right? Yeah, qualified enough? Come on, man, let's get some medicine. What? Wait for what? Oh, Band-Aids. That's your solution. Yeah, hit him with it. Okay. I gotta watch my terminology. Great job. Well, thank you, DJ. All right, coming down from the top is our team's TAC medics. You can see they're running some backpack setups. That's just simply all of our med gear. They're coming in hot, so they can go ahead and treat this very lost hiker, down and lost hiker. All right, both touchdown on the ground. All right, gents, hurry up. Speed it up is of the essence here. All right, Ben's got it. Ben's working that med bag. Ben, is that your med bag? That's the K9 med bag. Pizza Freed again. Golly, guys, Pizza Freed. They love us and we love them. But you know who loves it more? Those K9 folks. All right. Apparently, they're doing great medicine here. Everything we've ever taught them to do in our trauma medicine and everything. But while they work on this patient in a non-medical way, we obviously need to bring in our next propeller, because once we treat the patient, we need to escalate that movement ASAP. We got to get them off that X. We got to get them to a higher level of care. We got to get this going. All right, so they're down. We're running a sked right now. It looks to be a half sked, a simple device that we can backpack into the woods, into an austere location, package up a patient, get them moving. All right, they got him on the sked. They're checked. You need CPR? That's your call, man. Yeah, you're the medic. Go. Here we go, folks. No, the patient self-revives himself. He doesn't need CPR. Right, that must have been the trick. All right. Excellent job, boys. Get out of here. Get out of here. Thank you. Round of applause for my team medics. All Well, I said it just briefly before, but we'll talk about it for one more second. Anytime we get involved in anything in the state police, it's never our call, it's never our case. What it is we come in on the back end of everything. We are the final few percent of anything. It's always the trooper, the road patrol, the investigator, the detective, the canine, you name it. It is unusually or unlikely our team that initiates it. So we owe it to those guys, and then we come in and supplement them. In the case of any kind of search and rescue, it's predominantly those forest rangers over there that we augment, not the other way around. But with that being said, what our bread and butter is, again, is that hostage rescue and that counterterrorism. When that comes into place, we develop specialties in firearms, room clearing, which we call CQB or CQC. It's close quarter battle or close quarter clearing. Various types of breaching techniques. So if you pay attention to the monitor of the TV screen up here, we'll showcase just a little of those things, a few of those things. Just a quick snippet of all the things that my guys go through just for this 6 months alone for training, just to come out on that team and be that rookie. With that being said, that is more pertinent to what we would work into, say, hostage rescue, CQB, close quarter battle, close quarter combat. So imagine with me today, if some bad guy, some joker, the canines call it, was to break into the fairgrounds and find his way up into this tower, barricade himself. My God. Who is that? That guy looks like he's up to no good. And he's got little Timmy, folks. Little Timmy, for almost the 17th year in a row, has stumbled his way. He doesn't grow much in size every year, but he's found his way back into this tower. He looks like he's been taken captive by this bad guy. Luckily for us, we don't need the ground floor or those doors. We can come up from the top, from the roof line, and through those windows. So if you look all the way to the top, we got Ben and Mike. Ben's coming down. He's gonna kick up that rooftop. All right, Ben laying silky smooth on that rooftop. He's gonna go ahead and transition that brake hand from his right to his left and invert. He's inverting because we call that the commando crawl as he works his way down that building. He's checking out everything he can. What do you got, Ben? Ben, I don't think that's your target, man. That is not your... Oh, she was ornery. She's changed her mind, folks. Yeah, Ben's a big one. All right, first window, not the one we wanted. Second window, what do you got? Oh, Ben's using those Navy SEAL hand and arm signals to radio back up to the top of the tower and say, this is our target. He's reaching up on that hip, though. He's going to grab an NFDD, a noise flash diversionary device, commonly referred to as a flashbang. Now that he's set, we look to the top of the tower. Mike's up there, and he's ready to effect the rescue. All right, Mike's down. Flashbang's in and off. Mike's down, in through the window. Mike's doing his best to locate the target. Tap, tap, Mike is behind you, buddy. Oh, disarms the bad guy. The people's elbow, a state police favorite. The 1-2 over the head. Oh, front kick to the bad guy. He's definitely going to be grappling now, folks. He always takes it to the ground. Got him in that pile driver move. What are you doing, Mike? You got him? Oh, out the window. Wow, goodness. Yeah, that's just standard right there. Standard operating procedure. That's what we teach going all the way back to the academy. But that's cool. Mike, you did it again. You saved little Timmy. You're a hero. Noogies for Timmy after that traumatic incident. All right. And Mike's in and out. Round of applause for the rescue. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that concludes our show. One last thing we would like to share with you. Obviously, it's a huge pay our respects to any and every law enforcement across the country and the state of New York, but for our team specifically, we've lost 4 members now in the line of duty. If you pay attention to the top of that tower, there are 4 shield numbers on there. From left to right, you have Michael Strang, Ross Riley, David Brinkerhoff, and Joe Longobardo. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for coming out today. Bearing with us one of the warmer days, I think, in this 2 weeks at the State Fair. Off to my left in the corner back there, the Trooper Foundation. Any Trooper swag you'd like to pick up, that's the place. They support us, please support them. The awesome Trooper exhibit behind you, the incredible museum to my right. History of the New York State Police going back all the way to 1917. Of course, those Forest Rangers, the shameless plug for them. My man, Matt Man, right here, year after year, always recording for us. Thank you, sir. And with that being said, enjoy the great New York State Fair. Thank you.